Hello, hello, hello.
Yo.
All right. Welcome to the podcast. I am Andre Nagel, the host, and today we are reviving, if not bribing, my man Rqyy back into music.
Oh man.
Yeah, it's about that time, brother.
Yeah.
But nonetheless, good old friend. We go way back.
Oh, for sure.
Obviously, throughout the years, life gets in the way, takes you away from people, and certain opportunities brought us back.
Right. I agree. It was I think we met 8th grade, if I'm not mistaken.
Was it 8th grade? I mean, I went to Glenn all years.
Forest Glen, and then you transferred to another high school. It wasn't Coral Springs High
I
School.
went to Coral Springs High
Did you?
for one semester,
Okay.
and then I moved to Argentina.
That's what it was.
Yeah.
Right.
I was like, all right, I'm depressed. I'm leaving. My parents were like,
Whole
what?
change of scenery, different
Yeah.
continent, everything.
But yeah, man, introduce yourself.
Yeah, man. I am Rqyy. I am an artist out of South Florida. I've been making music for about 3 years, if I'm not mistaken. Seriously. Thank you. Yeah, man, just it's a grind, you know what I'm saying? Especially my sound being completely different from where I'm from or where my city is considered, right? Broward County.
Todd.
Yeah, I'm from Coral Springs, man. That's where I'm from. I'm not from Pompano, but yeah, man. I'm just trying to make music that can get hype at shows. You know what I'm saying? That's what I do. So,
All right. So, like, when it came to music, what influenced you? What inspired you to even go down that route?
Drake's "Take Care" album.
Really?
Drake's "Take Care" album that dropped, I believe, when I was in the 7th or 8th grade.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ever since then, I was interested in music, bro. I started making beats originally.
Okay.
That's what I was. It was a website called Rqyy.
Huh.
I
I don't think I've heard of it.
It was a very simple website, man. It was just a whole bunch of loops on a channel.
Okay.
And then you kind of just combine everything, you know.
Interesting.
Doing that for like 2 years, and then the website shut down. So
Got
I
'em.
needed a way to make music. I understood that I had to buy mixers. I had to buy, a new software, FL Studio, and that was just money, bro. Money that I did not have.
Yeah. It's
as a
quite the
freshman.
investment.
For sure. So I kind of just let that go. I think it was the end of my senior year when I started getting back into it, but on the writing side.
Okay.
You know, and I won't lie to you, bro. I was garbage. And
That's why they tell you to pay attention in English class.
man, it was crazy. The thing is, though, like, it wasn't the point where it was tragic. It was just like, thanks.
Yeah.
It wasn't tragic music, man. It was just like, okay, there is something here, but this isn't something that's gonna,
Yeah.
take me up there
Yeah.
right away. So it was a investment in myself, kind of consistently doing it, finding my sound, still finding my sound to this day, but more comfortable in the studio, more
Okay.
comfortable behind the mic.
So, obviously, an incident happened.
Yeah.
Very recent.
Yeah.
Do you want to speak on that?
Yeah, man, I've just been kind of debating with myself, long term, is music something that's really going to benefit me in my life? It's just a 10-hour ride from Georgia will do that to you. Just
I bet.
looking at trees in the road on repeat, kind of just playing images in your head. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. So a couple days ago, I kind of just pulled the plug and instantly regretted it.
So, what about it do you regret? Because it seems like it was thought out,
Yeah,
maybe not entirely,
yeah,
but it was thought out, and it was probably something that was a reoccurring thought,
yeah.
which,
I just, man, like, I was sitting down after I had told everybody I'm not doing this anymore. And was just like, okay, well, what can I do for fun now? You know, and it was just like basketball. All right, well, that'll get old. You know what I mean? I'm not the best basketball player, but I'll still hoop.
Yep.
You know,
Same.
and then I was like, okay, well, I could play video games. That got old too. My back started hurting. I play on PC. It's not the best.
Oh,
posture,
yeah.
You know? So I was just sitting there, man. I'm just like, bro, like everything that I'm working for, like I really love this, you know? It was something that, like, when I finished making it in the studio, I was like, bro, you got to hear this. You got to listen to this, bro. Listen, I promise this is the one. This is the one, bro. You know?
Yeah.
And I just felt so, I'm not going to say depressed, right? Like, that's a strong word. Yeah. But it just, I knew that.
You felt like you lost something.
Yeah, man. It's weird.
There's like a hole.
It's weird.
It's a hole somewhere.
I have been listening to music since I was in preschool, man.
Yeah.
Shaggy.
Oh.
Angel.
Hey.
You know? T-Pain, Chris Brown, like, bro, growing up in elementary school, those were the mainstream artists.
Chris Brown, dude, like from ages, I'll say like 7 to 12.
Yeah.
I wanted to be Chris Brown.
Bro, what?
But then.
Run it?
Run it?
Run it?
Give me more?
Bro.
Excuse me,
dude
miss?
was 17 years old making bangers.
Bangers. 16.
Was it 16? It was 16.
Bangers.
16. That's crazy.
Bangers.
That is crazy.
But.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, it's just like. For backstory, recently directed your music video for the song Ghost Town.
One of the greatest experiences ever. It was fire.
I can completely agree. And you reached out to me and you were telling me, like, we were actually planning for another music video.
The next day.
Excuse me. And all of a sudden I get hit with this brick. And it's like, no more music. What? Like, yeah. I feel like we were just getting started, because like that, I feel like that music video set the tone for not just me, but for you, because now you have like, you have something physical that you can watch and that you've went through, and that you can relive each time you shoot a video to your song. And it's like, of course, I'm going to support your decision no matter what.
Appreciate you.
But obviously, like, as a friend and also as a creative who does go through these moments of doubt and these type of thoughts that kind of make you think, like, should I keep going?
Right.
Is it going to be worth it, or what am I doing?
Right.
To want to have a better understanding, I think that's where, like, my curiosity kicks in.
Right.
And because, like, I felt the same way, but like I mentioned to you before, only you understand.
Right.
Only you can describe this feeling, what music, and not just your music, but any type of music can bring to you, and what type of impact it has in your life.
Right.
And obviously for you going on for so many years from young age, it just shows, like, development.
Yeah.
It shows passion, and it shows drive. Yeah. And that's something that's really difficult to let go and not and start something else. Yeah. Like, get into something else. And another thing is, like, you're a man of many talents.
Appreciate you.
You're a real estate agent, a realtor, and you're going to school for nursing.
Yeah. And
dropping bangers.
All at once.
It's like I get it. So, but it's just a matter of, I think, understanding that you personally are wired to follow through.
Yeah. I agree.
You are completely wired to go fully into it, like getting your license, going to school, and music.
Yeah.
Like, I feel obviously there is a turning point for everything.
Right.
Everything comes to an end.
Yeah.
But I feel like you haven't even gotten close to the end with music.
Yeah, I don't think that a couple of days ago, you know, when I reached out to you, I don't think that was the turning point. You know, it was just kind of like I don't know, man, just a way to realize that you need to keep going.
Yeah.
Just for now, you know.
Yeah.
Just a little while longer. I can't even explain to you, bro. My phone was blowing up.
Oh, I don't doubt it.
Blowing up.
I would hope so.
Yeah.
I would hope so.
Yeah. And it was just like every time I saw somebody, bro, what are you doing? What the fuck is this? This is the stat. I just got off of work and this is the first thing I had to see. What is this, bro?
Now I'm pissed.
Yeah.
I'm mad.
Yeah. And it was just like, bro, I know. I understand. You know. But this is something that I had to do.
So how do you feel now? Like where are your thoughts at with everything now?
You know, those thoughts are still kind of in the back of my head, you know?
Yeah.
I just feel like in our age group, right, from like 22 to like 28.
Yeah.
I just feel like this is the time to kind of go berserk.
Oh, 100%.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I feel like everybody has a mindset on how life should be once they hit a certain age.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I don't think there's a rule book for it. As long as you have plans, as long as you are straightforward and are not being a bum, you know,
Yeah.
sitting down.
And you're still going at it without the expectation of something coming out of it.
Right.
It's just letting it unfold into what it's going to become.
Yeah.
And I think, like, for example, like when it comes to music, do you know who Larry June is?
I do not.
So, McKay and Ray, they put me on. He's a West Coast rapper.
Okay.
Been putting out music for years, like 14 years.
Yeah.
And just now getting put on.
Now, how old is he?
He's got to be like at least in his like 30s.
That's crazy.
Like 30s. But now
he's
the
starting to see
repercussions are
success.
coming, yeah.
Yeah.
And it's like, it's obviously he's making his money.
Yeah.
Like outside of music, he's still making it. He's still getting that bag.
Right.
No matter how you can, to keep the dream going.
For sure.
So it was just a matter. Yep. Just a matter of like the consistency.
Yeah.
And the intention that you set.
Yeah.
I feel like that's what attracts all these different opportunities,
For sure.
obstacles, and realizations that like at some point it's gonna click.
The thing is, man, when it comes down to music, right, which I realized very recently, is that not everybody, you're not going to have the same fan base as everybody.
No.
Every person has their own set of fan base, and that's why they succeed. That's why there's so many artists where it's like people come up to me, yo, do you know who this guy is? I don't. I'm
Sorry.
But like they have their own fan base and they're doing well, you know.
Yeah.
Not mainstream fan bases, of course, but the ratio of getting streams to income, you know what I mean? As long as you have a certain amount of followers and people that are backing you, you can make money off of that, man.
Bro, it takes one song. It takes one song, but when that one song hits,
right,
it's a matter if you can do it again.
Exactly. Yeah.
That's the thing. I feel like that's
what's hard.
That's what's hard.
That's what's hard.
That's
it's
what's
like
hard.
topping.
Yeah,
like
and
when we did our music video, right?
Yeah.
We talk about it like, bro, this is gonna be hard to fucking top.
In a way.
You know?
Yeah, in a way, and it's just like, obviously you could bring the same taste of style.
Right.
You can bring the same perspective and approach.
Right.
But it's like that experience and that weekend of shooting.
Yeah.
That's something that it has its own category.
Yeah.
Of how well it went.
It's actually pretty scary. Like it's almost like it was meant to happen. everything to weather to, you know, people dropping out last minute and finding people last minute that turned out to be better, you know?
Yeah, 100%. And
crazy.
you meet these people too.
Yeah.
And you experience, like, make new connections.
Right.
And that's why, like, when you made the decision to stop and you mentioned, like, you felt like you wasted my time at some point.
Yeah.
From, like, getting all, like, trying to get a new music video worked up and all that. It's never that. And the one thing I expressed was, like, that experience of making that music video for Ghost Town, it's something that's going to stay with me because I've made music videos before, but not to that extent.
Right.
And I feel like that was, like,
A proud moment.
a very proud moment. That was a huge stepping stone for me and my production too. Because not only was I able to take the lead
Yeah.
and develop a good team,
Right.
we were able to just, like, make a great music video.
Yeah.
Beautifully shot.
It was nuts.
And it's like the budget, the production value of the music video with the budget,
Yeah.
that's hard.
That is
That's hard.
at least 15K
Hard.
at the least.
Hard. So it was a matter of, like, the confidence and the self-esteem shot right up. And I feel you though, because, like, even just recently, I would say, like, last week, I was going through these moments of thoughts. It's like, damn, like, filmmaking, being a director,
Yeah.
all that stuff. Is it going to play out how I think it is?
Yeah.
And am I wasting my time? And of course, when you have the right group of people around you
For sure.
and support system,
For sure.
without a doubt, they are going to confirm that your thoughts are your thoughts.
Yeah.
It's not reality. They're going to confirm that you can do it. They're going to want to push you
Yeah.
to a limit that you haven't even reached yet. And I think from that is what keeps people going. Because if you're doing this all by yourself, that's where it gets hard.
Right.
It's hard to keep
For
being
sure.
there for yourself.
Self motivation
Yeah,
fades over time.
It 100%.
It does.
So
and,
then
and like shout out to the people that have never had a support system and just kept it pushing.
yeah, man.
It's hard. It gets to you mentally, man.
Oof.
And that's the hardest part is getting out of your head.
Yeah, it's really hard. And then also just being exposed to so much of people's success everywhere you go, and not comparing. Excuse me. Obviously at first it's the most difficult thing.
Right.
But now as you continue to put in the work, you build the confidence and the vision starts to become clearer and clearer. The comparison doesn't even touch the vision whatsoever. It's just like a thought, like, oh damn.
Yeah.
I can't wait to reach that and surpass that.
For sure.
It's just like
there was this video I saw on TikTok the other day. It was, forget this guy. He's some white guy with glasses. He always does like motivational speeches, whatever the case may be.
okay.
I forgot his name. But he said, him and his friend were kind of hungry, and they saw a free bagel line. Right, the guy with the glasses was like, "Yo, free bagels," and his friend was like, "Nah, man, that line is way too long." They kept on reiterating, like, "Yo, free bagels, free bagels." But his friend kept on reiterating the line.
Yeah.
And he was like, it just goes to show some people look at the end. Some people look at the process, and that's where it stops them. You know what I mean?
To getting what you want.
Yeah. No matter how attainable it is, you know.
And it's just that wait, that time period. Yeah. Because you never know.
And it's different for everybody, man.
Oh, 100%.
It's different for everybody.
100%.
I never heard of Ice Spice overnight. She just she got a nice song though. I'm not gonna lie to you. The second one that came out, I was fucking with the beat.
The Bikini Bottom one?
Is that what it's called?
I think that's what it was.
For sure.
And yeah, bro. But I think it's just like a matter of being a creative. You're gonna go through this,
right?
Without a doubt. Right. And if you say that you haven't, then you should walk into your bathroom, look in the mirror, and you should just tell yourself, like, I gotta stop lying to these people.
Yeah.
I gotta stop lying to myself.
Right.
Because, of course, you can reassure yourself, like, oh, I'm okay. I'm doing good. I'm trying my best. Yeah. All that stuff. But it doesn't take away from the fact that you've had these thoughts before.
Oh, for sure.
Because in order for you to even start thinking that way, like, oh, I'm good, you have to have the thoughts before you can even start thinking like that.
I agree.
So it's like it stems from somewhere.
Yeah.
And that's where it comes from. So what's the next step, bro? Like, what are you trying to do? What's...
Oh, man.
I know it's the end of the year. And obviously, the end of the year, everything starts slowing down. Yeah. You start thinking a lot about next year and all of that. But me personally, I know I'm taking it easy these holidays. Yeah. Because usually I put a lot of pressure on myself. Okay. To get the ball rolling even before the next year starts. Right. But right now, the path is pretty straightforward. Okay. And the foundation started to build. Right. So now it's just to keep adding brick by brick.
I agree.
Building it, solidifying it, making sure that shit's stable.
Right.
Can carry 20 elephants.
Yeah, I see it.
So it's just
once that New Year starts, you're just running.
I'm just going. Yeah. The ball is rolling. Right. Momentum is building. Thanks. Avalanche is coming.
Yeah, you're putting that
on
ball
top.
On top of the slide.
On top.
Yeah.
Destroying everyone in my way.
I respect it, man. I respect it.
But yeah, man. What do you think is Rqyy's next move?
I don't know, man. I don't really kind of. It's weird. Okay, I don't really see my years as months and days and stuff like that.
Time is non-existent.
I kind of, especially because as a realtor, right? You're not really getting a monthly paycheck.
No.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So you got to see the year differently, and I kind of just do that, for my music.
Yeah.
So right now, I'm trying to plan another music video with the one and only. And I have a track, man. It's called Springs. And we're definitely filming in Coral Springs. It's not going to be in Miami this time. But I think that this is going to be a good track, bro, just to kind of...
Good start of the year.
Yeah, what we're going to do is we're going to, try to grow from the city outwards. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Which is hard. Yeah. And that's the thing, God willing.
Right. Inshallah.
It works out.
Yeah.
Right? You personally will be one of the very few to build out from it.
Yeah. It'll be tough.
It will be tough, but it's doable.
It's going to be tough just because of the fact, like I said, right, I don't really have Broward sound. It's different. I don't know what it is. I can't even tell you. It's just different, man. It's like a combination of all my favorite artists, I guess, kind of just putting my own little spin on it.
Yeah.
But it's definitely going to be tough, man, because, like I said, there's a certain sound here that everybody likes to go by and everybody's comfortable with. You know what I mean?
But, hey, man, I think with time, people start to develop a new sound.
Yeah.
A new sense of hearing, too.
Yeah.
Because, obviously, we can go back and listen to all the old stuff that's coming out, that has came out before from Broward County.
Yeah.
Obviously, Yak is still on top. Kodak, GOAT. But it's just like once the sound is established
Yeah.
and it's heard properly
Yeah.
by the right audience, there's no saying what it can grow to.
I agree, man.
There's no telling.
I agree.
And
I think one thing that I have going for me too, man, it's like my sound to image ratio doesn't match. You know what I mean? Like when you hear Lil Dicky, I don't know that he's white. At times.
at times,
You know what I'm saying?
I don't know.
Joyner Lucas.
Pillow talking kind of like set the tone.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was like,
But
I know this man's Jewish.
the very first song that I heard from Lil Dicky was "Save That Money."
Oh, really?
Save
With,
That Money with Fetty Wap.
Yeah. That's
Man,
funny.
Was crazy. I watched a documentary. He had a separate documentary based off of how he made the music video. You know what I mean? Like he would go up to mansions and go up to boat owners and like, yo, listen, man,
Shoot a music video.
can we use your boat?
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
I would never have the balls to do that. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I was calling up people. I'm like, yo, do you have any connects, bro?
Yeah.
'Cause I can't just go up to Miami an hour away and start door knocking. You know?
I mean, hey, man, the people that do door knock takes at least 100 no's to get that one yes.
It's ironic that I'm saying that because I'm a realtor. We have to do
That's
that.
the thing. Like you have to you have
It's
to
ironic,
speak.
but
Yeah, you have to
I
show
guess it's
face.
different, right,
You have
for
to show
sure,
face.
For sure.
So,
But yeah, man.
but nonetheless, bro, I'm really glad we got to talk.
For sure.
Obviously, this was a very difficult week.
Yeah.
In aspects of doubt,
Yeah.
creativity, music, and self-understanding.
Yeah.
And hopefully, this conversation's helped.
No, for sure.
This
it has.
time has helped.
I appreciate you.
And we will continue to keep going at it.
Yeah, we're gonna kick
Pause.
ass, bro. We're gonna kick ass for sure.
Yeah.
Don't say going at it like that one more time. Right? we can't do
We're going to
that.
go at it. But thank you once again. This is the first episode of Welcome to the Podcast. If you were confused at first, hopefully it makes sense now. I'm your host, Andre. Thank you, Ray.
Thank you.
And
so much.
have a good night, everyone.
Peace.
Peace.